Well, good morning. We are tracking a cold morning out there, and the winter radar is picking up on a little bit of snow this morning. A lot of this falling into drier air, but I did check in with my dad in Stephenville, and you can see a few of these flakes that are falling here from Ed Johns there in Stephenville. Look at some of those flakes that are falling, along with a little bit of a light dusting on the ground. So there are some flurries out there this morning. In particular, when you see some of these darker blues showing up, that's probably a burst of flurries coming across Highway 6 between Hico over towards Iredell, Meridian. That's going to be lifting up towards Walnut Springs and eventually into Hill County as well. So Hill, Bosque, Hamilton County, you may have a shot at seeing some flurries this morning. And we do have some developing over Waco, Marlin, and Franklin as well. However, that's got to fall into this drier air and eventually moisten up the atmosphere long enough for it to get it down there. Still, you could see a couple of flurries here this morning. They won't cause issues for your commute. That's the good news. 20s out there right now, 28 in Waco. Killeen and Temple just above freezing right now at Bryan College Station. The north winds do continue at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it makes it feel like it's in the teens and the lower 20s. Now, our cold weather warning, our cold weather advisory, both have been allowed to expire, but the cold air will still be lingering around. And again, we'll have the shot at a couple of flurries here this morning, about a 20% chance through about 9 o'clock. I do think we stay cloudy today, and yeah, we may have 1 or 2 flurries mixing in as well. By the evening, we'll have to watch to see if any sort of freezing rain or freezing drizzle can develop. I think we'll only be able to make it into the mid-30s this afternoon, say 34, 35 degrees. Officially, that means some of you will be hovering near freezing. The higher chance of that will be right over the center of central Texas, and then later on tonight down to the 20s and 30s. Future Track doesn't even see the flurries this morning. It's struggling with the moisture, but as we get further on into the day, notice the clouds linger, and that's going to keep our temperatures down. Watch what happens by the evening. We're starting to see some pink develop down towards the Austin area. That is some of that freezing rain and freezing drizzle. Now, there's going to be more moisture down to our south, but some of that may work far enough north that we could see some light freezing rain or light freezing drizzle develop overnight into tomorrow morning. It's not going to cause a ton of issues, but if you do have any plans tomorrow morning to get on the highways, you do need to watch for a little bit of that black ice that Heather's been telling you about. It is possible that could be on bridges and overpasses. Now, once we get into the day tomorrow, we'll warm above freezing. We'll still have light rain continuing with better chances in the Brazos Valley, and we'll continue that on into Sunday as temperatures do warm, eventually bringing in a much nicer week next week. So just a couple more days of this very cold air. Tomorrow's in the 40s, Sunday's in the 50s, then we warm up to the mid-70s. We'll get another cold front in here knocking us into the 60s next Thursday, but it doesn't look cold enough to do anything. The Brazos Valley, more of the same. Rain chances continue Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll cool off a bit next week.